So we're sitting here at the end of week 5, and we've gotten 5 weeks of solid lacrosse with the shot clock, and the results could not be A, any more surprising, and B, any more awesome. The shot clock has completely changed the game for the better. I was worried. I was skeptical. I knew it needed to happen. I was worried that 80 seconds might not be enough. I was worried that it was going to possibly result in some watered down possessions. And everybody was worried that it was going to result in certain teams just getting ass whooped. I think what we've actually seen is when you really put back a team against the wall, and you tell them, hey, you may not be as good roster-wise or on paper as this team that you're playing. You might not have the quality through the depth of your roster that this other team has. But when push comes to shove and one of your starting attackmen or midfielders needs to go to the rack because there's only 15 seconds left on the shot clock, that kid can handle his business. It has been, instead of the great separator that people were fearing that it was going to be, it has proven to be the great equalizer, and we've seen more upsets in the first 5 weeks so far this season than we've seen at all, period, throughout entire seasons in the past. So that's been incredible, and I believe that is greatly I believe that the shot clock is a huge contributor in that fact. So hats off to the rules committee for getting the shot clock right. I think that the two things that have been most at play is that back against the wall kind of mentality that offenses have now, and we're seeing a lot more transition in between the boxes due to the 20-second clear. It used to be you had 30 seconds to clear the ball. Now you only have 20 seconds to clear the ball, and I think that's played a little bit in, especially for us old guys who played lacrosse in the 80s and the 90s. We're seeing lacrosse that looks a lot more like what we used to play between the boxes. You're seeing a lot more transition created by turnovers because guys are really struggling to get the ball over midfield. So that's been the most exciting part for me, is the uptick in transitional play, the uptick in turnovers between the boxes, just a lot more interesting long pole midi play. Long pole middies factor a little bit more heavily now when you get them on the field quickly. So just great. Shot clock, hats off to the rules committee. This 80-second experiment is a huge success, and I see no tweaking that's going to be done to this for a long time. And we'll talk about the dive in another episode of these. The dive has not gone nearly as well as the shot clock has.